Hey YouTube, what's happening? I thought I'd do a car chronicles as I go to the gym. You know the vibes. Hope you're doing well. So I thought we'd talk about interviewing, right? And give you kind of a different perspective on interviewing. So we've heard about the STAR method and talking about telling your story and all of that, right? And if you want to know more about that, I think I have a video. I should have a video over on my Instagram. I'm pretty certain I do, about the STAR method. But I wanted to talk today about really tapping into how you do things and your experiences and your knowledge, because that's one of the ways that you can set yourself apart from all of your other competition that's coming in for a role. So let me explain. When, let's say they ask a question, so how did you keep yourself occupied during these past 2 years with everything going on, right? Or as a financial analyst, with the S&P and the stock market declining, how have you been able to manage your clientele and keep them on top of everything in their declining portfolios? You know what I'm saying? Like something like that, where they're asking you a question and you have to answer from your perspective. So think about how you do things. Don't think about what's a right answer and what's a wrong answer, because that's not what they're looking for. They really want to tap into how you do things and how you would do things on their team. So I'm going to tell you a story and I'm going to circle back. So I had this opening, right? I think it was a compliance something. It was a weird role that I hadn't had before, and it had some really weird skill sets in there, right? And so I found this lady. This lady she had it. Is what we call in the industry a purple squirrel, right? You've never seen a purple squirrel before, right? And so that's what this lady was. She had this combination of skills that were really unique and different. So I knew she was going to be a slam dunk. She had the experience, very mature, all the things, right? Now, when I talked to her, she was very confident. That was my take on her. Very, very confident. Again, she had the skills, right? So yeah, they saw her resume and everything, and they were like, yeah, bring her in. So she interviewed with 3 people, a peer of the role, somebody she would be working with, the hiring manager, and then the hiring manager's boss. So wrapped up the role, went there, we had a debrief about her, and I was like, okay, so what do you think? And they were just like, well, and I'm like, oh no, what? And it was like, she's a little cocky, right? She's a little cocky, and I don't think she would mesh well. I don't think she would mesh well with the team. Man, I was totally bummed out, because from my perspective, I'm thinking she got all the things. Like, this is a slam dunk. I'm ready to wrap this thing up and be done with the role. But from their perspective, they're envisioning this person working on the team and being a part of an already established unit, right? And so for you, what I want you to think about is, when you're responding to interview questions, think about the message that you want them to receive about you. Not, am I answering this right or wrong, right? Specifically, when they're open-ended like that, and they're not, most of the time they're going to be behavioral based questions, but when they're open and it's more about you than like a technical skill, think about, okay, what do I want them to think about me? So if I was asked, how did you occupy yourself during the pandemic, right? So they're looking to see what you're going to say. So one of the things I would potentially say is, you know what, I wanted to ensure that, I was maintaining my well-being. And for me, well-being would be prioritizing my family, my mental health, and then my professional development. And that would include staying abreast of everything that's happening in the industry, ensuring I'm taking a break, and that I'm not always plugged into social media and everything that was happening, and kind of expounding upon that story. And what that does is nobody's going to respond in that way, right? In that manner. It makes you a human being. It makes you personable, right? You're sharing that, you know what? I'm not always, looking at the S&P for my clients. I'm not always looking at candidate stuff. I'm taking a break, right? I'm not always studying and learning, right? You're being human. Nobody is always learning. Is it good to learn? Yeah, we all learn, but you ain't always on YouTube like you are right now. You're not always watching the news or whatever. You might get ready to go have a sandwich, right? Or like me, get ready to go to the gym. You know what I'm saying? So my point is, be personable, right? Be human. Put some humanality into it. Is that a word? Put some humanness. That's what I'm trying to say. Put some humanness into it. And don't think about your answers as being, is this right or is this wrong, or is that what they want to hear? Because that's not what it's about. And remember, they're always, hands down, I've been doing this a long time and has never ever failed me. They're always going to attempt to envision you on their team or working with them. I think it was it Elon Musk? Or who's the other one? Bezos. I think it was one of them that said, I always try to envision myself being in an airport. Can I be in an airport with this person if our flight was delayed? You know what I'm saying? For like 4 or 5 hours. So everybody does that. You do that too. Like in a relationship, can I see myself with this person? Are they gonna be good? You know what I'm saying? So think about that when it comes to interviewing as well. Don't just focus on, let me get this answer right. Again, you're gonna have the technical side, right? You're gonna have technical questions about what it is you do and your skill set and all of that. But when it comes to soft skills and them asking those open-ended questions around, kind of what would you do or what did you do? Put some humanness into it. Don't be so stiff that it sounds like a canned answer. Just be real, be open, right? There isn't a right or wrong. There's you, right? And either they want you or the next person. Doesn't mean you're a bad person or the wrong person. You're just not a good fit for what they're looking for. And so you go on to the next. One door closes, another one opens. That's it. You're not a reject. You're not, a bad person or anything like that. You just weren't a fit for that role. That's it. That's all. That's it. All right. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell so you can see when I'm on here running my mouth, all the things. Let me know if that's helpful. If you got any other questions, drop them in a comment below. Let me know what you think about the video. Drop a comment and let me know if you've ever been asked that type of question and what you said. All right. I'll see you on the next video.